Hi budgeting friends, this is Barb from Barb and I Budgets, and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy that you're here. In today's video, I'm going to do some long-term savings challenges. So let me get my cash tray out. Whoa, I don't know why I don't have my cash tray out, but there it is. So today we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 200. And I just saw that there's some really nasty $1 bills in there. I did go to the bank today and get those out of the bank. Yikes. But the $5 bills were like almost brand new. Well, some of them. So I have them like intermixed in so that, intermingled, so that it makes it easier for me to go through and get them out. Anyway, guys. All right, so let me get out my debt tracker and we will start with debt. Okay, so I like to start each video off by adding 25 to debt. So we'll put 20 and 5, and each one of these little gumballs is worth $25. I am sorry, you guys, that there's a shadow. It is about 10 p.m. on Wednesday evening. You'll see this tomorrow on Thursday. I usually post this video on Wednesday, but you guys, I worked so much overtime this week. I mean, the paycheck will be nice, minus the taxes, of course, but I just didn't have a whole lot of time to do much. And so it is late. I do have my ring light on, but I also have a lamp on. So sorry that there's a shadow. All right, so we're going to add 25 in. And we now have 1,000, 500, 600, 700, 800 that's already been paid towards this debt. And we have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, and 75. So 1,875. And when I accumulate $100 in cash, I take it, I make the payment, and then I'll put a prop bill in here. And so next week, that means we'll be able to make a payment, you guys. So, all right. And if anybody's wondering, that savings challenge is by an Etsy shop called Money Tamer. So next up is 2025 and 2025. This is by Budgeting for Me. Today, I'm going to add $40. So 20 and 40. And so in this row here, each one of these little boxes is worth 5. So we're going to get to right here. That will be 20 and 40. So like I was saying, you guys, I worked a lot of overtime. I'm an accountant, and our fiscal year closed. I work for the government. Our fiscal year closed on September 30th. So October is always our year-end closing the books, and it's just a lot of work. And it had, we have deadlines that have to be met because it flows on up to the president's budget. And so I know the government shut down right now, but we still had to get our work done. So a lot of overtime was had, and yeah, we made it. All right, so that is $40 colored in there. And let's see how much that gives us in here. All right, it's in this shut the box envelope. All right, I'll move this out of the way. We'll add this 40 in. And so now we have 1,000 that is already in my Roth IRA, because this 2025 is going into my Roth IRA. So there's 1,000, 1,100, 12, 20, 40, 60, 80, 13, 20, 40, 60, 80, 14, 20, 40, 60, 80, 15, 20, 40, 60, 80, 16, 20, 40, 60, 80, 17, 20, 45. So $1,745, or $25, sorry. So that means $300 more, right? Yeah, $300 more, and this is complete. Whoop, whoop. All right, let me put this away, and then we will move on to retirement. So next up is Retirement by Lisa Grateful Me, and I'm going to put $30. Each one of these little pigs is worth 10, but I've been doing 30 and coloring on a half a pig at a time here. So there's the other half of one colored in, and then we'll color this second pig in. All right. All right, so there's those two colored in, and let's see how much we've accumulated so far. So this is retirement, and it's also going to go into my Roth IRA. It might not be finished at the end of the year, but whatever is finished, we will put that into our Roth and keep, you know, we'll just keep putting money in here until it's done. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. All right, so $460. And this, we haven't been saving in here very long, so it just goes to show you that small amounts do add up, you guys. So we're moving along to investments, and this tracker here, the savings challenge, is by D Plans and Budgets. It's her Halloween October savings challenge, and this is from like she gave out a whole year's worth of freebies, and they are so darling, you guys. Look how cute this is. I just am amazed by her work. So, and I'm amazed that she gives this away for free. So each one of these little boxes is worth $5, and I'm gonna go ahead and color in 2 for 10. And then we'll be able to finish this up next week, which is the last week of October. You guys, Christmas is coming and the end of the year is coming. It is happening so fast. So we're gonna add that 10 in here. All right, so for investments in these savings challenges, we have 500, 600, 700, and 800 that's already invested. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be $905 so far, just by using D Plans and Budgets freebies for the year. Next up is my Ultimate Book of Savings Challenges. This is my OG Book of Savings Challenges. I've been using this book since I started my budgeting journey. And today we're gonna add in $14. So I'm gonna color in that 14 right there. So let me go ahead and color that in. You guys, I know that this envelope, this track challenge from the front bled all the way through, and I know it looks horrible, but I didn't want to waste a page, so we're just going to go ahead and use the same color and color them again. So there's 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So let's see how much that gives us. Okay, there we go. Let's see how much that gives us in our emergency fund. So we started this emergency fund savings tracker on September 15th. I'm trying to finish it by the end of the year, and that will be the third $250 challenge that's going into my emergency fund, but I also have a sinking fund that I add money into. I did have to take $1,000 out for some plumbing issues, so I'm happy that I'm able to put money back in to replenish that. So far we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 104. So $104 so far out of 250. This is the Sloth Challenge by Lisa Grateful Me at the Happy Mailbox Company. This is for $4,200. This was a freebie she gave away when she hit 4,000 subscribers. She's so far past that now. But the way that I like to do this, and I haven't been able to do it for the last few weeks, but today I'll be able to, is go row by row and roll a 20-sided die. So whatever we roll, that's the amount we save on that line. So for example, let's just say I roll and I get a 17 and it's already colored. I'll come down to the next screen or the next screen and I'll color it in there. But so we're right here on the screen and we're gonna roll and see what we get. So that is a 9 and it's already colored in. So we'll come down to this screen, or we could go up there. Well, we'll just come down to here. It's okay. So we'll color in this screen for 9 and then we're gonna roll again. And we got a 2, so we'll color this one in. So that's 11, so we'll put in 10 and 1 for 11. Okay, let's roll again. And we got a 4, so we're gonna color in this 4. And we'll put the 1 back and bring up a 5, because that will be 15. And you guys, I think I'm gonna go one more time. And we got a 14. So that one's already colored in, that one's colored in, that one's colored in. So we're gonna come up here. All right, so we're gonna add 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So let's see how much we're gonna add in today. So we have 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, and $29 we're gonna add in. So let's see what that gives us. I think, you guys, we're gonna be over halfway done. I'll be so excited. I don't have very much voice, but I might get, no, I'm not gonna get loud. That's crazy. Okay, so we have to get to $2,100 to be halfway done. You guys, I've been working on this a long time. I mean, and I just go row by row, so it takes a while. So far we have 1,500, 600, 700. So 1,700 is in my Roth IRA. 20, 40, 60, 80, 18, 20, 40, 60, 80, 19, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2,000, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So we have $2,126. Woo! So we're on the second half of this challenge, you guys. And I've been saving here, like I said, for a long time. But we're going to keep on going until we finish this. Because, you guys, your girl, I'm not a quitter. All right, so let me put this away and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, we're gonna move right along into this binder, and this binder is so full. I gotta do something, and I gotta do something because it's too much. Okay, so our first challenge here is the penny challenge, but I don't have any change this week. I don't know. I have none. So we'll just move on past that. But we do have some bucks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 K bucks, 1, 2, 3 B bucks, and a D buck. So I have those in piles, and first up is B's. So let's see how many B bucks that gives us now. Once we accumulate 25, we will make a debt payment with this $25. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, so we have 20 B bucks, 5 more, and we'll color in another circle on the debt tracker is what I should say. Same with D's. B's are for Barb, D's are for debt, but they're both going to debt right now. So we're adding in 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So 17 D's, not quite enough there yet. And then we have 4 K's. So with K is for my son. He's for my youngest son. And he now has a job, so I don't give him the K bucks to spend. But what I'm doing is I'm putting them towards his trip to France. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Yay! Okay, so he has 25, and then 1, 2, and 3 to start off his next 25. So you guys, that's going to go into, yeah, it's going to go for his France trip. So we'll put that right there for now, and we'll keep moving. So next up is Save Your Age, and Save Your Age is by Gina Renee's Reality, and I'm saving my son's age. Now my son is 16, but I'm only saving 15, so I don't have to deal with those singles. And what I'm using this for is his extracurriculars with school. So anything he needs, like for example, he is in the pre-med track, and so I just bought him a shirt and it cost $20. So I'm going to take it out of here. So we're going to add in 5, 10, and 15. So far we've saved 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, and 20. So 120 so far. And then next up is going to be this roll and save. This will be our last one on this tracker. This is for gifts, which is perfect because my dad's birthday is today. It's my daddy's birthday. And he has everything in the world he could ever want. I mean, I'm his daughter. What else could he ask for, right? So what I like to do is buy him a gift card to somewhere he really likes to eat. So one of my dad's favorite things is Domino's pizza. And that's probably what I'll buy him. I don't really like Domino's. It's okay, but he loves it. So anyway, it's his 78th birthday today. And, you know, I could buy him a shirt, or I could buy him a tie, or I could buy him, but he's got so much stuff he doesn't even wear. So I just think getting him a gift card is just the better thing to do. Last year, I believe, or the year before, he has a boat and he goes out on Lake Erie and he fishes. And so I bought him new life vests for the whole boat, but he doesn't need anything. So he was like, oh, sis, you don't have to buy me anything, but if I don't get him something, he'll be very angry at me. So he does know I worked a whole lot of overtime, so I wasn't able to go buy him things today, but I will. All right, so we're going to do this last roll here, and we got a 1. No, we're rolling again. And we got a 2. Now we're going to roll again. We got another 1 and another 2. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, we're going to go with the 2. So we'll finish this tracker with a 2. We'll add 2 singles in. And let's see how much we saved here. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. So you guys, that worked out perfect. It was around 45, even odd number. So even odd number. Wow. Great English there, Barb. Okay, so next up is Save 2000, which is what I'm saving for my son to go to France. And this is not the week I would save in here. I only save in here every other week. But because we have those 25K bucks, we're going to go ahead and add them in. All right, friends, so here's the tracker. This is by April's Fresh Start. This is a freebie from her when she totaled 2,000 subscribers. She just passed 2,500 and she's already up to 2,700. So she's moving right along. So we're going to add these 25K bucks in. These are 20s up here. I'll go ahead and color one of these circles in. And then we'll do a 5. The 5s are yellow down here. So that's 20 colored in. Oh, and 25. Okay. And let's give it a count and see how much we've saved in here. And I am going to have to put these 25 singles. Well, I don't know if I'm going to put them in this envelope or not. But we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And I'm going to add this 25 in right here. So that would be, would that be 4? Yeah, 400, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we have $415 so far saved in here. And I'm going to just put this in this envelope, but I will definitely condense those 25 ones out. I'll take them back to the bank and I'll get $25 for those. I'm not going to even try to zip it up. So, okay, yay. All right, my friends, next up is this group play that is by Save with Judy. This is a full year's worth of savings. And if you save all the icons on here, you'll save $300 by the end of the year. There's so many people in the budgeting community that do this with her, and it's so much fun. So there's this little ghost colored in orange, and we're going to add $5 in for that. So let's see how much we've saved. We're getting super close. One more week in October, and then we go into the pie. Woohoo! So we have 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So 245. Okay, so that is it with that savings challenge. This right here is another savings challenge by my friend Lisa at Lisa Grateful Me at the Happy Mailbox Company. And I think this was a freebie, and I think it was a group play, maybe like a year or two ago. And so what you were supposed to do with this is save $5 for 22 weeks. And if you did that for 22 weeks, you would have $110 saved for Thanksgiving. So I came across this in my folder of savings challenges, and I was like, oh yeah, I should do this. And then it was well past the 22-week mark. So I am doing 2 of these at a time so that I can get there faster. I will finish this in the middle of, I think, like the week before Thanksgiving, which is perfect. You know, that'll be a good time to go shopping, as long as the grocery prices don't go out of control before Thanksgiving. $110 could give us a good meal. I probably won't even spend all of that. You know, I'll probably have a little bit left over to go towards Christmas. Typically for Christmas, we go over my parents, so I don't have to make a huge meal, but I always like to have something at home when we get home for them to eat. So there's those 2 leaves colored in. We're gonna add this 10 in, and so far we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. And yay, if Thanksgiving was tomorrow, you guys, I think I could make my family a nice meal for $80. So that makes me very happy. Okay, friends, so next, last but certainly not least, is the $1 and $5 savings challenges. And I have some 5s today, you guys. So in 1s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's mark off 5 1s. When this tracker is finished, there will be $50 here, and this $50 will go towards the debt tracker. So I'm hoping to get there in the next couple weeks. So far we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. All right. And then we haven't had $5 bills for some weeks, but we have 3. So we're going to add $15 in here. So I'm going to mark off 3, and it's the same thing here. If I'm still in debt, when I finish this tracker, it'll be $250 that will go towards debt. Okay. Sorry, this this binder's so full, you guys. So in the $5 savings challenge, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45 so far. And like I said, when it's finished, it'll be $250 that will also go towards debt. Okay, guys, that is all I have for you. Thank you so very much for watching my video. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I really will. Thank you for watching my long-term savings challenges, and I will see you next week with another one. But before then, I'll see you with the cash stuffing. So please remember, you guys, always, 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 that Jesus loves you so much, and so do I. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. Take care, guys. Bye.